What's up, fellas? Today we're going to be talking about 8 ways to boost your testosterone without a needle, naturally. And before we dive into how you can do that, testosterone is huge for sex drive, lean muscle, so keeping your muscle mass, bone density, focus, and also healthy aggression, just kind of a willingness to attack your day and get shit done. So let's move right into the first one, and that is lifting heavy and compound exercises. So basically, if you do squats, deadlifts, bench press, any movement, any exercise that is a double joint, more than one joint for the movement. So the hard stuff, basically, the difficult exercises can boost your testosterone after the workout. And the effect and the amount is marginal. It's not huge, but if you do it over the long run, you can kind of sustain it. What makes that way of boosting your natural testosterone exponential is when you do lift heavy and you do the right kind of exercises and you're not just farting around on machines, you get the second benefit, which is losing fat. So here, the more fat you have, we're gonna keep this really simple, but just gives you another reason to lean up, lose weight, lose fat. The more fat you have, the more free testosterone is actually converted into estrogen. So your fat cells do that work on their own. And testosterone basically threatens the fat cells, so they like to convert them to estrogen so they can hang around and sometimes multiply. All right, the third way that you can boost your testosterone naturally, and you can do right now, is to decrease stress and decrease your cortisol levels. So there's a very clear-cut inverse relationship. The more cortisol and stress you have going on, the less testosterone your body is going to produce. So one thing you can do right off the bat is stop being a bitch, stop overthinking things, right? That you have control of right now, this second. So your body doesn't know the difference between a real threat and an imagined threat. So if you blow something up in your head to be bigger than it is, then you can actually decrease your testosterone production in the long run. So that's one thing. Also, work smart and not always to exhaustion. That can contribute, especially for men. We like to work really hard, and if you're working 14 hours a day, the quality of that work anyway is probably not as good as if you focus really hard for half the time. So don't be stupid in that respect. So that's that, and then also don't overtrain. So if you work out every day really hard and never allow your body to recover, then that can actually lower testosterone production as well. Just like the body fat. With the body fat, if you go too low, then you can actually hurt your testosterone production as well. So same principle with stress. All right, the fourth point is to get enough calories, eat enough, especially protein and fat, for the production of testosterone. If you diet really hard, there's tons of research to back this up. If you diet really hard, then your body basically shuts down. And this is one of the ways that it's going to shut down. So don't starve yourself, eat enough to build lean muscle. The fifth way you can increase your testosterone naturally without a needle is to get enough vitamin D and zinc. So if you get 15 to 20 minutes of sun a day, you'll produce enough vitamin D. But I saw a really cool study where men with a deficiency in vitamin D were given just 3,000 IUs. It's about the amount you'll find in any given multivitamin. Increase their testosterone by about 15%. I can't remember the time frame. You can look up the study, but the point remains. And zinc is also crucial to testosterone production. One of the main reasons is it helps keep the androgen receptors turned on. If someone is completely deficient in zinc, then those receptors to basically make the testosterone effective, to put it to work, to put it to use, aren't even turned on if you're deficient. So gotta have enough zinc. Woo! The sixth way that you can increase your testosterone naturally is sleep like a baby. Just get plenty of sleep. So we're talking 7 to 10 hours. 4 to 5 hours definitely doesn't cut it. And you may be able to pull a one-nighter every once in a while, but if you're finding it's a habit to sleep 4 to 6 hours, then your testosterone is going to plummet, and we'll just leave it at that. All right, the 7th point is avoid BPAs, parabens, and other plastics that have similar properties. So this is a BPA-free water bottle. If you're taking this super seriously and you feel like your testosterone levels have declined, first of all, go to a doctor, get them checked out. But just following these tips, get a BPA-free water bottle and stop drinking plastic water bottles. All right, the 8th way you can increase testosterone naturally, and this one might hurt a few of you fellas, but stop drinking so much or cut alcohol out completely. So in the short run, when you do drink, and especially if you have upwards of 3 or 4 actual drinks, then you stimulate a temporary overproduction of testosterone via your luteinizing hormone. So they kind of work in conjunction. And that's when you get, you start feeling a little horny when you've had a few drinks. That's the result. And then it can even last for like a day and then they plummet. And that's when you start feeling, obviously during the hangover, and you feel like unmotivated. The testosterone is also contributing to that. So drink less or not at all if you want to increase your test. All right, that's my 8 ways to boost your testosterone naturally. And now I got a couple bonuses for you. So the first one is talk to a beautiful woman for 5 minutes or more. And this is commonly known as the mating response. So as you know, it's kind of a stressful situation. It's always natural to have a little bit of nerve going, and that is the way your body responds to give you the courage to go ahead and pursue that beautiful woman. So it gives you that, again, the healthy sense of aggressiveness. So talk to beautiful women. Even if you're not interested in them and you're tied down, you have a girlfriend or a wife, you still need to be doing that. So that's that. And then the other one is, and there's a really cool study that I read about not whacking it. So basically, when you go 3 weeks, the study was limited to about 3 weeks, so 21 days without jacking it, then you can increase your serum testosterone levels. And it was pretty significant. I can't remember the exact number. Again, you can look this stuff up, but it was 20% or more. So now over the long run, that effect kind of deadens. But yeah, something to think about, right? And yeah, those are my bonuses. So that was 8 ways to increase your testosterone naturally. And use this stuff, especially the sleeping more and controlling your stress levels. All of this is good, but yeah, you have immediate control over everything. So use it, do it. Woo!